Bonjour, everyone. It has been too long since we have sort of delved into what is going on in this crazy world of black swans all over the place. And so I thought, I will just take a small break and I will go here. I will go to the Wolf Creek Inn. The Wolf Creek Inn in Oregon, which is near, let's see if we can find it, Cow Creek, Oregon. Let's see if we can find that. Okay. Interesting. All right. It's still there. Okay. Bueno. Here we are, Cow Creek. This is a place I lived a long time ago. For not very long. It was one of those kind of strange, sorry about the light there, one of those strange little forays into life, and I guess shall I try to go back to Wolf Creek? And Cow Creek, let's pull back, let's see. Cow Creek, Oregon. My goodness me, there we are. It was a funny year of driving around one summer and really just driving the back roads of Oregon for some reason. Not Washington, not California, but Oregon. And the Wolf Creek Inn is a sort of kind of famous landmarky kind of place. And it was a place where like Clark Gable would go and, hide out and, then go down, the Rogue River to river raft and things like that. Just kind of a really, sort of one of those kinds of wonderful places. And the Cow Creek, oh my God, there was a place called Apple Valley that was unreal. It was so beautiful. It was just wild going through the back roads. And I remember like one time there was just nothing. We were way out in the middle of nowhere. And then there was a store full of things from India in it. And I bet now looking back on it, it was a Rajneesh store. What do you think? Wow, look at there. There's the Cow Creek. And I think when we were there, they were planning on making a dam and everything was going to disappear and go underwater. And it looks like they didn't, thank goodness. I lived like just in this funny little place that was near the Valley of the Moon, kind of Hell's Angels biker ranch across the way. There was a vigilante next door. There were just all these wild people. There was a woman on Cow Creek Road who had cows and she sold raw milk. And I just totally got into the whole thing. There's Riddle. There's Riddle. And everywhere was different. I remember there was a place called Merlin that was so magical and Sunny Valley, just all these interesting places. It's a little bit weird on the map here. It just sort of shows all the green. And then, oh my God, I thought I'm going to look stuff up about Oregon and saw that they are shutting down small farms to quote unquote protect the people, and that Oregon has now taken all water rights from the people. They're not shutting down the big agribiz. They're shutting down the small farms in Oregon. I'm sorry, but I mean, I couldn't believe it. Here we are. Is this better than Google Earth? This is what it looked like. This particular farm is one that is fully biodynamic, Rudolf Steiner farm, and they give most of it to the food bank. So people are getting organic, gorgeous, beautiful food that's completely amazing, free at the food bank, and yet they're getting arrested. They're not allowed. They're trailing them and tracking them with satellites. They've got satellites going over these people. It's wild. Well, it's crazy because I thought, who would do something this horrible? Who would do this using satellite technology? Here's a story of here's a woman right here who raises like goats for goat milk and blueberries and garlic and just little things for the farmer's market, and they're completely shutting her down. She has here's little goat milk for the farmer's market. I thought that stuff was supposed to be cool. So I typed in, just for the hell of it, I typed in the name George Soros, Oregon farm shutting down. I just kind of did it just for the hell of it. Governor Kate Brown, and she's evil. I can't even get into it now because I'll flip out on everyone. That's why we have the little sweet music in the background. Picks up an unprecedented donation from financier George Soros. Okay, so the governor, that's the governor, Kate Brown. That's the governor right there, Kate Brown. Just got the largest donation anyone ever got as a governor there from a foreign source. Unprecedented donation from George Soros. Wow. Okay? It all makes sense now, does it not? He is planning a famine. We are having a forced famine. This is a place that is nothing but beautiful little successful, adorable farms. There's wonder. Not that it's always been perfect there. I remember meeting some really cool people and driving down to their farm, and there was this really nice guy who had bought land within a lot of people's land, and when he dug a road, helicopters were flying over him, and they charged him tons of taxes after he carved out a road himself, and he was this really angry guy who was so mad, and this Vietnam vet, but so sweet, but just so there's, and Silent Spring, of course, that book was written coming from there. So Oregon's been under attack, but not like this. And the whole state is that Myrtle Creek. That is so beautiful in there. The whole state is nothing but these adorable little farms. Myrtle Creek, there's the filbert trees, filbert little groves, and garlic and flowers and mushroom farms, and it's just the whole place is amazing. So that they did this, I mean, and that no one is saying anything, it freaks me out. To me, this is huge news, right? Small farmers are under attack in the state of Oregon, which has begun shutting down family farms. Just unreal. So, what do we do with this? What do we do with this? And it's wild that they're not talking about it being Soros shutting it down. The only link I saw was just the Portland newspaper praising the governor for, getting this big donation from George Soros. Much love. Much love indeed. Shall we all meet there and dance?